Hello Leo, and welcome to Sincere Tarot. This is your What Do You Need to Know for February 2021, and your energy is the Nine of Wands. Look, there's something coming up, a challenge that you will overcome. It never hurts to be prepared and have all of your ducks in a row. You might think that this battle is over, but there's one more thing you need to do. So let's see what that is. All right, what does Leo need to know for February 2021? Interesting. Something to do with a choice. I feel like this whole situation will be finished by the end of the month. So in the past, in the background leading into this, we have got the Two of Pentacles. So a choice or like a 50-50 direction of where you can go. And it's likely something of a practical matter, maybe regarding work, potentially, or income, sometimes your physical body, where you're going to live, just things of a day-to-day practical nature, right? It looks like you've moved forward with whatever the choice is, because the energy you are coming up as for February is the Three of Pentacles. This often represents work. Now, I'm going to speak about this like it is work or finances, but like I said, it could be finances. It can sometimes be a relationship, because pentacles represent the physical and almost like contract. So they can represent, you know, the physical security of having a relationship. You know, someone in a secure family unit or with a secure partner is going to do better in all aspects of life. Okay, so this could also represent a relationship or a marriage. Okay, what you need to know is that everything's going to be okay. Like, you are going through a transformation. This is a star. Sometimes that can represent an Aquarius energy. However, hope, inspiration, you know, taking a risk, putting yourself out there. You might also want to check your horoscope for this month, your star sign, but like, you're putting yourself out there, you're taking a risk, potentially with work or finances. Like, you're going to be okay. You're going to be taken care of. Ultimately, this is one of the best cards in the deck, and it often comes up after, you know, like a time of trial and tribulation where you're really coming into your own and bursting forth into your new self. So, you know, there have been challenges, because the energy in between you and what you need to know is the Nine of Swords. So there's been a lot of stress, a lot of negative thoughts, maybe someone in particular, maybe at work or your partner or something, maybe another aspect of yourself has been really negative and cruel to you, you know, negative self-talk and things like that. And you might have this feeling of feeling really disappointed, and like, what was the whole point of all of your hard work? You know, you feel like maybe you've just not been successful or not getting anywhere. But look at this. Okay, this is you, what you need to know, and your energy. Okay, so look, you're working hard. It is paying off. Look, this has manifested into a whole new opportunity that you may not have had before on the spiritual realm. This is also a higher arcana card, so it's happening. This is a lower arcana, and then also the swords often represent thoughts, not actions, not reality, right? So you are feeling really stressed right now, but there's nothing really to worry about, because everything is actually working out in your favor. It's just one of those things that it maybe needs to play out a little bit longer, and it hasn't quite fully physically manifested yet. Okay, your outcome is the Ten of Wands. So whatever the situation is, whatever this process is, it's coming to an end. Tens are an end. And remember, your energy is the Nine of Wands. So I'm feeling like you are prepared for maybe one more hurdle, and you will complete it, and you will finish that level. So this card is aspecting what you need to know. We've got the Death card. Don't be scared of this. It rarely means actual physical death, because, you know, it's just an end of a cycle, because, you know, we are spirit. We don't ever really end. So anyways, but this is like the end of a cycle, which lines up with your outcome, which is the Ten of Wands, also an end. Okay, so everything is working out in your favor. You're being backed by spirit, and whatever this is that's stressing you, that you've kind of had to either make a choice about or make a decision or go in a particular direction with, you know, it's going to come to a close, a completion. It's natural completion, okay? And you are being aspected by the High Priestess. So I feel like you know this, right? What I'm saying is making sense to you because intuitively you know this. I mean, you don't necessarily have to watch me or anyone else out there to truly know the intuition, the truth that's inside of you. But so this might just be a confirmation that you are on the right path, you know. And we also have 3 major arcanas, so I do feel like this is going to be a relatively intense, you know, month, but not the biggest, but it is just like, you know, that things will come to the end in the way that they're meant to. Divine timing. Let's get some clarification, then we'll do advice cards so you can get the best case scenario for this month, because we all have free will. Every single thought, action, you know, word that we speak has influence. So definitely stick around for the advice cards at the end so we can influence to get the best case scenario, okay? All right, clarification for Leo for February 2021, please and thanking you. I can see why you're a bit stressed. All right, so you may have felt like you were stuck with this choice in the past, okay? But you actually created this choice. There was a change that needed to be made, and so this choice or this crossroads or this changing of priorities, figuring out what's really important, was actually something that you manifested for this whole situation to end. Because look, the outcome of the 10 of Wands is being clarified by the Death card. Again, this is ending, this is finishing. And because these are major arcana cards coming up, you might think, oh, it's not going to end, but it will, like, for the vast majority of you, be ending, I'd say, within this month or close to this month. You're clearly very stressed because, you know, you do feel a lack of security. You've been doing a lot and should be quite proud of yourself for your skills of actually keeping everything together, keeping everything in balance, but you're definitely stressed, okay? But, like, take a moment to just pause, give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some credit for how far you've come so far, you know, because you've done awesome. Look, I get why. So this is what you need to know as the star. Now it's being aspected by the moon. The thing is, this is the main card. This is the one. This is just a kind of like extra clarifier. But I do want to say that you are going through a spiritual awakening right now. You're going through receiving higher levels of consciousness. And it's something that's very different because you're feeling maybe a bit vulnerable and exposed, and it's all new, and maybe even worried about what other people will think or how you're being viewed. And that's making it very confusing for you. You might actually be going through a little bit of this thing called the dark night of the soul. I want you to Google that and learn a little bit more about it, because it happens to all of us, whether you're spiritual or not. We all go through it. And I feel like that's what you need to know about. This is an important process. It might be confusing and scared, but you are completely protected, 100%. And you are feeling disappointed about, you know, things in the past, things that have been emotionally upsetting, whether it has been a partner or a family member or a friend. And I'm not just talking about, you know, passing, but sometimes like just losing relationships, not having a good relationship with that person anymore. And I want you to know that, you know, this is, you really need to be a bit kinder to yourself, because I feel like, look, the relationships that are meant to be will last and they will come back, right? This is almost like a fleshing and a cleansing period in time right now. And I feel like you are being so cruel to yourself mentally, feeling like all of these emotional disappointments are a failure, and they're absolutely not. Like, those are thoughts that you're repeating in your head. Just because you think a thought doesn't mean it's true, okay? Everyone thinks differently, right? So anyways, like it's just, these are actually, you are going through the dark night of the soul, and it's a bit confusing, and this cleansing, you're looking at it as loss, but it almost might be a little bit more like deadwood or purifying relationships in a sense. Yeah, so there are going to be certain things that are coming to an end, either specifically like work, finance, something to do with work, finances, or relationship. Yeah. Okay. And then the outcome is being clarified again, like the Death card and the Hanged Man. You have quite a number of major arcanas. That's pretty cool. So I feel like this ending, this cleansing, this ending of the cycle might feel like it's taking forever, right? And so you might feel like you're not doing it right or something's going wrong, but it's actually just kind of getting the last bits out of the things that need to end and to be released from your life, okay? It's like getting just the last bit of pollution, in a way, maybe out of a lake or something like that. Okay, you need to give yourself, I feel like you're not being very kind to yourself for some reason, and you're being really hard on yourself, and you probably have your guard up a lot, which is kind of understandable, but just know that it's because you're feeling a little bit threatened, like the world's a little bit against you, and it might not feel like it, but it's actually for you. Like when you take away like a bag of chocolate or a phone from a toddler, right? That toddler is gonna maybe kick and scream a little bit, but it's really what's best for them. It's like taking away that, anyways, so just be kind to yourself. You feel, I need to get to the advice cards because you're just being too hard on yourself. Okay, advice for Leo for this situation in February, please, and thanking you. Okay, this first advice card actually fell out when I was shuffling off camera, so I just put it back and said, if it comes out, you're definitely meant to see it. So you're definitely meant to see this. 4 of Swords. Take a break. Your soul needs it. Your mind needs it. Your spirit needs it. Nap, sleep in, meditate. That list of things that you do or things, all the pressure, literally just put it to the side. Put it to the side. Treat yourself like you're physically sick, and if you are physically sick, please do rest your body. Listen to your body, okay? But I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be a lot more stress, okay? Because swords are mind. But like when you're mentally upset, sometimes when someone breaks a bone, it's like, okay, well, you need to heal. This is like a cultural thing that we do. But when it comes to mental stress, anguish, anxiety, worry, all of that stuff, because we can't physically see it, we can't really like log it in the same way with data, we don't take it as seriously, and that's including you. If your mind is imbalanced or feeling stressed, literally treat it like you've broken your leg or something. Take rest, nourishment, make sure you're getting the 3 pillars of the basics of health: enough sleep, healthy diet, and exercise. And if you can add anything else on, as long as it feels right, as long as it feels healing, nurturing, self-loving, then do it. All right, the second advice card is the Magician. You created this situation because there's a bigger picture to see, right? So I feel like the higher self of you, kind of your higher self, Google that if you're not sure what it is, kind of sees the big picture and wants the best for you. And so this is a bit of a difficult situation, path, month for you potentially, but everything's going to come back together. Once that last puzzle piece is put in place, you'll see the whole picture and you'll realize why this all happened, and it happened for a reason, and more than one reason, and lots of good reasons, okay? The third advice card, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, and this is also the energy that you're coming up as this month. So don't feel like you will feel disheartened, but just like keep working hard, keep ask advice from other people. If there are certain things that you want help with, ask for like a second or a third opinion, because no one knows everything about everything. That's impossible, and I don't think anyone has a big enough brain for that. So we all have blind spots. We all have skill sets. We all have blind spots. So talk to other people, about where you might need help or information about a certain area. But sometimes this can represent, counseling and therapy, because, when we go to a good counselor and therapist, they're able to kind of allow us to see things from a different perspective in a very logical manner, but also to focus on, work. Okay. and working as a team, teamwork, synergy. The final advice card is the Two of Cups. So to find balance within yourself with the masculine and feminine, and just to make sure that you are nourishing all parts of yourself, you might want to focus a little bit if you are in a romantic partnership or a business partnership, or any type of, important partnership. It needs to be equal and complementary, equal power, equal give and take, equal genuinely caring about each other, all right? If you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That is all down below. You can also follow me on social media. Thanks to everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed, hit the notification bell, commented below, because I do monthly and mid-monthly videos. So let's see. So hopefully I'll see you in a few weeks. And if you're still here, I've got a secret bonus card for you. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. Continue to work out your priorities, and also things still are in flux. So even if you feel like, oh, it's only going to be this one particular way, like yes, it is coming to a close, there's still wiggle room. You can still go one way or another based on your actions and priorities. All right? Have a great month. Bye.